Welcome to this episode of Sports Talk. I'm Jeff Kolb along with Lizzie Arbogast. Some very exciting Week 5 matchups here, Lizzie, so let's get right to the schedule. So first we have Chambersburg's hosting Cumberland Valley at home. That game will be at 7. Shippensburg hosting James Buchanan at 7 also. Northern's going to be traveling to Greencastle Antrim. That's at 7:30, later start there. And Waynesboro also at 7:30. They're hosting Gettysburg. Then on Saturday, Mercersburg's hosting Kiski School. That game's at 1 p.m. So starting with Chambersburg here, Lizzie, you were at the Central Dauphin win last week. What are you looking forward to from the Trojans in this Week 5?
It was a huge win for Chambersburg again last week, but they face another team that they haven't beaten in a long time. I think a big key for Chambersburg this week is going to be getting Jamal Pickett going. It was his first week back after missing 2 with the dislocated finger, and although he looked good, he maybe wasn't up to his A game, so hopefully he'll be back there this week.
Yeah, I know Jordan Brown was a little banged up, and just looking at the box score from Central Dauphin last week, or Cumberland Valley rather, last week, they shut down Central Dauphin East. Chase Edmonds, he's one of the top running backs in the area, so we'll see what the Trojans can get going on the ground.
The Eagles' rushing game is huge, so they have to stop that. So
absolutely. I think the story the last few weeks has clearly been James Buchanan getting 2 wins after a winless season last year. They're heading to Shippensburg. People talking they could contend for a division title. This is a pretty good test, huh?
This will definitely be a good test. I think Shippensburg is probably obviously the favorite, just given recent history. But then again, you can't clearly count James Buchanan out at all. And you look at their common opponent, James Buchanan beat Camp Hill, whereas Shippensburg lost to Camp Hill, so you never know.
Yeah, that's working in their favor. I know we both noticed the Rockets did not attempt a single pass last week. That's pretty interesting.
Not one pass attempt. I was going to say they're both struggling passing-wise, so that might need to improve.
Absolutely. A lot of running in that one. And then Greencastle Antrim hosting Northern Blue Devils. It's been a tough start here. They're 1-3. Northern, I think, just beat up on, Boiling Springs, right? Gave them Big Spring, gave them their first loss of the season. What are you looking for the Blue Devils? They're trying to rebound here.
I think Greencastle just has to figure out a way to get the run going. I mean, they keep improving, but they're not quite there yet, and they're just really struggling this year. It's going to be a tough road for the Blue Devils, I think.
Absolutely, agreed. And then Gettysburg is going to be traveling to Waynesboro. Waynesboro still looking for that first win, trying to get off the schneid there. Gettysburg, one-dimensional team with their quarterback. What are you focusing on for Waynesboro here?
I think Waynesboro is just a matter of getting some points on the board. Their defense, I don't think, is doing that bad. It's just they have to find some way to score. Receiver Matt Peck has been a really good standout, but he's really their only threat at this point.
Absolutely. Waynesboro, I mean, we were at the Chambersburg game. Waynesboro, it looked like they really had something going there in the second half, but some miscues have really been the story.
Yeah, exactly. And turnovers, they have to learn how to just hold on to the ball, Yeah. So they do need to get that first win, though. Everybody needs that.
Absolutely. That would feel good for Indian fans. And then finally, Mercersburg on Saturday. They're looking to improve to 3-0 here. They fell behind big time last week, 20-point deficit in the first quarter, but they came back. I know Kiski won last year. What do you think in the Blue Storm have to do to get that third or fourth win here?
Third win. Yeah. I think it's going to come down to, again, their defense. They've had some really good defense. Although they went down early last week, they had some really good defensive stops, a couple of interceptions that really helped them out. So I think that's going to be huge for them in their first league game this week.
Absolutely. All right. We want to remind you that our live stream game this week is going to be the Chambersburg game. You can find that on GameTimePA.com. Thanks for watching this show. I'm Jeff Kolb with Lizzie Arbogast. We'll see you next week.